So this has become kind of a meme of Ben Shapiro because he's constantly, always, in every debate, every conversation you hear, everything you hear from Ben Shapiro, my wife is a doctor, my wife is a doctor, my wife is a doctor, constantly.
Now that's a bit of a hyperbole, isn't it? Now it is true that Ben Shapiro does frequently mention that his wife is a doctor, especially in conversations where it's relevant, such as when he's debating or discussing healthcare, but as someone who does frequently watch Ben Shapiro's content, he doesn't really mention it all that much. So this guy's just being hyperbolic.
And as you just saw, he knows that he says it all the time himself.
I think Ben Shapiro was just kidding, just kind of joking around to go along with the meme. I doubt that he actually intended to confess that he always mentions his wife is a doctor.
And honestly, it's a pointless kind of grab at you.
How exactly is it pointless? If Ben Shapiro's wife is in fact a doctor, then that would make her someone with direct knowledge and experience in the healthcare industry, which would make it relevant to the conversation at hand if it does involve healthcare.
First of all, because he was already a conservative, and when you have certain beliefs, you're gonna look more to try to confirm those beliefs rather than actually get checked on it.
So there's something called the bias fallacy. This is whenever you assume that an argument must be wrong just because it comes from a biased point of view. I mean, yeah, of course we all have our various biases in the ways that we think. That doesn't necessarily mean that everybody's wrong all the time.
But also, there are doctors who have different ideas all across of being a doctor. So if your argument is, hey, my wife is a doctor, so that confirms my belief of a free market healthcare system being the best.
Ben Shapiro's wife being a doctor isn't the only reason that Ben Shapiro believes that a free market healthcare system is the best. There's other arguments, facts, and data that Ben Shapiro uses to reach this conclusion, so this is just a straw man.
There are other doctors who are in support of socialized healthcare, or things that you oppose, which are like Obamacare or CHIP or all these other programs. So
You do know that doctors, nurses, and other medical staff are more likely to oppose socialized healthcare and be in favor of free market healthcare. This is because in a lot of UHC countries, the medical systems get overworked and underfunded, and programs like Obamacare often add to the workload that doctors have to do in terms of paperwork.
it's more of a meme because he constantly says, and he knows it too, but it's just plain stupid.
So yeah, this video is basically one big giant straw man. First of all, Ben Shapiro doesn't always mention his wife is a doctor, and when he does, it's usually within a particular context where it's relevant. And second of all, more importantly, Ben Shapiro mentioning that his wife is a doctor isn't the only argument he makes in favor of free market healthcare. So if anyone here is making stupid arguments, it's you, my friend. Until next time, this has been Philosophossum making stupidity play dead. Everyone take care.